Yes, so welcome to my channel. We're gonna write a JavaScript function which would accept one argument. Let's say if it is 3 or 4, a number argument, and print a star pattern, a right angle triangle, which is tapering downwards. So when n is equal to 3, this will be the output, and when n is equal to 4, let's say this can be the output, and so on. So the tip one here is anyone who's learning programming is we have to break this problem into multiple smaller problems. So first we would write a function which would just print a star, like a single star, right? So we can use console log like this, or we can use this process.std outline, and we can print a star like this. The difference is console log is automatically adding a next line. That we would let's see that. So if I just reverse this, let me just duplicate these things, and we can see these stars are coming together, but this is going to the next line. So let's use this kind of logging for the output. So our step one is to just print a star, one single star. Now step 2 would be I think we can just print the number of one line, right? Like first line, when n is equal to 3, we need to print 3 stars. Pretty straightforward, like a normal for loop. Let's say index equal to 0, index dot length is less than n, and that's all, I guess. Now we run the program. If n is equal to 3, it will go. So here we are passing 4, so it is 4. We can pass 3 and it would be 3, right? Now I think the next step that we can take is, let's say we can have a number of lines. We need to repeat the same number of stars. So let's go for a square pattern. Like it will be easy to go a star pattern, right? A square pattern. So we are printing one star. When we want to replicate that, we put that as a for loop, and this is for, let's say, line, one single line. Now we want to repeat this line, so we would again add a for loop. We will above it, let's say I think let's do j, same j less than n. Just remove this thing, and we'll put this line logic inside this. So now we are printing multiple lines. Yes, so the problem is we are not doing next line anywhere. So the line logic is completed with this statement. We have to do /n for the next line. So I guess now we should get a square pattern. So 4 by 4. If I just change it to 3 by 3, yeah. So now we are very much close to the pattern that we want, right? So it's just that with every line we need to print one less star. So with the first line we need to print all the 4 stars. With the second line we need to print 3 and 2 and 1. So there are multiple ways we can achieve this. The first way that I can think is we need to relate these two things, and we need to start. We are starting from 0. When j is equal to 0, we need to start from 0. Then we need to start when j is equal to 1. So j is like kind of a row number, right? Row number, and maybe index, let's say I is column number. So we need to have the columns dependency dependent on the rows. So when we start from index equal to j, so when first time j is equal to 0 in the row number, in the row 1, we are going to have j 0 to n columns. That means n columns. When j is equal to 1, we are going to have we are starting from 1, so we're going to have 1 less columns, and then we are going to have 2 less columns, right? So yeah, this is one way where we can give this. Let's change it to 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If we are doing, if you don't want to do this, maybe we can also do n minus j. This will also work, right? So we are starting from 0 to n. First mj is 0, so it will go n times, and second mj is 1, so it will go n minus 1 times. This should give the same output. So this kind of problems are very important to understand the code flow, how we can have nested loops and write some logic. Hope this was helpful. Thank you very much.